Subsequent to this picture, what occurs is that Willie Brown runs down 45th Street into the neighborhood looking for somebody to assist him, correct?
Yes, he was knocking on doors and seen on Mr. Colberly's video.
And referring to State's Exhibit 41.
It's upside down.
Good. All right, technology is not my forte, so bear with me. Can anyone assist me in determining how this becomes sharper? Bear with me for a minute. So a close-up of Hillsborough Avenue and 45th. Is it correct that where my pen is that corner?
I would say right here.
Thank you. And there is where Mr. Brown runs down the street, correct?
Correct. Observed on Mr. Colberly's video around here.
Okay, so Mr. Colberly's house is in that area.
Correct.
But what fronts 45th Street is what looks to be a gigantic warehouse or some type of business that fronts Hillsborough Avenue. Correct?
Okay, yes.
Well, I don't
remember.
okay.
I don't remember what was there exactly. But
I'm sorry?
I don't recall what building was there exactly. So.
Without knowing, obviously, what exactly the business may be, there appears to be a gigantic warehouse that has a parking lot, that has areas in and around it that would be part and parcel of not only facing Hillsborough, but facing 45th, correct?
Correct.
And there are several other houses as you go down 45th, and although this particular picture doesn't show the dead end, 45th dead ends, correct?
I believe it does, yes.
You didn't go all the way back to the dead end area of 45th, did you?
Yeah, I walked that area.
Okay, so you know it dead ends, right?
Yeah.
And there's a shop area back there that looks like, I don't know if it's a business or an open business or a closed business, but it looks to be another building that some kind of business goes on in, right?
I don't recall. I don't have an independent recollection of it. So.
There's houses on either direction, right?
There are houses on both sides, correct.
And during or down 45th, there are areas with large overbrush, correct?
I don't recall, I believe.
Did you attempt to do any kind of search in that area for anything of evidentiary value?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and how did you conduct that search?
We conducted it by walking around and seeing what we saw, if we saw any, projectile strikes, anything that we could locate on any vehicles or anything like that. I believe the officers on scene also did that.
Okay, so, and we'll talk about that. But you yourself, and I assume would it have been with Detective Barnett at that point in time?
Yes.
You did not walk through every home on either side, front yard, side yards, overbrush, high grass, trees, overgrown area. You did not look at any or all of the places that existed on both sides of that street all the way to the dead end, correct? Is that fair to say?
Not all the way to the dead end.
Well, are you indicating to me that you went from house to house, from side to side, and you did a search for anything of evidentiary value, including a gun?
We did walk and look, but I don't know if I had really looked in like you said, the brush, I'm not sure if I looked in the brush area.
I
so
really
don't
want to
recall.
focus on that for 1 minute. When you say we looked, did you look at the first house to the right and go through the side yard, look on either side of the fence, look in the backyard, look in the
Did I do
shrub?
that personally? No.
Okay. And so if I were to ask you that question as to every house going down the 45th, your answer would probably be the same, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Do you know if anybody checked the roof area on that business or the shop in the back or any home?
No. I'm not sure. I don't believe anybody did.
Okay. You didn't. You're not sure if anybody else did.
Correct.
Okay. As the lead detective in this case, you're not aware that anybody else did that and told you that they did it.
Correct.
And Mr. Brown, during the course of the investigation, insisted that people were chasing him down 45th, correct?
I'd have to go back and listen to his statement. But I know you said that he was hearing gunshots as he was running.
Okay.
And
So
you could hear them.
you wouldn't be able to tell us under oath here this morning whether he indicated he was being chased?
I can't tell you that.
You would rely, would you not, on his sworn testimony if that were to be the case?
Yes.
Understanding and knowing that he was at the very least insinuating that people were shooting at him down 45th,
Correct.
and indicative of you don't remember him saying they were chasing him down 45th, you did some investigation in that regard, right?
Correct.
Okay. And there was no surveillance video that showed Mr. Brown or anyone, excuse me, let me start that again. There was no surveillance video that was available to you that showed anyone chasing Mr. Brown at any portion of 45th Street, correct?
Correct.
And in that same vein, the investigation you did as it relates to
something that goes along with prosecutors deciding to charge 5 people and try them all at the same time is that they each have their own individual representation, meaning we saw 5 defense openings and could have up to 5 cross-examinations if they all choose to do that per witness. Let's get in our break. When we come back, more in the testimony in the murder of Suni Bell trial happening in Tampa, Florida.
Young mother found brutally murdered.
Now the victim's boyfriend, a married father of 4,
is charged for the murder of his alleged mistress and her unborn child.
The pregnant mistress murder trial. Live coverage today, only on Court TV.
Tonight, on Closing Arguments, will Samantha Krebs' testimony sway this jury in her favor? We're breaking down today's closing arguments as deliberations get underway.
Closing Arguments with Vinny Politan. Tonight at 8, 7 Central, only on Court TV.
Free.
Welcome back to Court TV Live. We are watching this courtroom in Tampa, Florida. Testimony unfolding in the murder of Suni Bell trial. A little 4-year-old girl. 5 men are standing trial for her death in a drive-by that happened where prosecutors say she was riding in the backseat of a vehicle with her family. 3 cars were identified as pulling up on that vehicle and firing a total of 40 shots. She was killed while her mother and uncle, who were in the front seats, survived. Let's go back into the courtroom now, where the lead detective is facing cross-examination by one of the defendant's attorneys.
you hearing gunshots or discharges in the Coberly video. You did an investigation and did not find any projectile strikes on 45th, whether it be to any cars on the street, any cars in the driveway, any property that exists all the way from Hillsborough Avenue and 45th all the way back, correct?
Correct. You can hear the whizzing of bullets on there, but...
Well, you can hear audio
Audio
of
from
lots
Mr.
of discharges, correct?
You can hear as Willie Brown is running, you can hear the whizzing of bullets, and I think there's several rounds gunshot sounds that you could hear from Mr. Colberly's video.
Well, your interpretation of the whizzing of bullets would be part and parcel of audio on that camera that captures several discharges, correct?
Correct.
And would it be fair to say you don't know from audio alone where those discharges are coming from? They could be coming from Hillsborough Avenue a block away, correct?
I'm not 100% sure where they're coming from.
Okay, so the answer would be they could be coming from 2 blocks down from Hillsborough, 1 block down from Hillsborough, for all we know, 3 blocks down from Hillsborough, and you're hearing them on the audio of the 45th Street video that has audio, if that makes sense. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. And by the time you got to the scene, Willie Brown's Infiniti G35 was stationary, having crashed into the pole, correct?
Correct.
And during the search, you located Mr. Brown's telephone in the vehicle, correct?
Correct.
And so he didn't have it.
He told me he had left it in the car when he fled.
So in addition to him telling you that, you found it there.
Correct. And he provided consent to search his phone.
Which didn't produce anything of any evidentiary value, correct?
Correct.
You also were able to view the G35 at the scene, fair?
Yeah, correct. And we returned after speaking with Mr. Brown.
And that would be a search around the exterior of the G35 as well as seeing what you could see within the interior.
I just observed it from the outside because I know Detective Alverson and Detective Hill were handling the scene. I just saw that there was several bullet holes in the vehicle.
Right, but in your position as lead detective, you're going to want to view that piece of evidence that's very critical by walking around it, observing it, and observing it in detail.
I know we sealed it up. Don't want to dive into the car and start examining stuff until we got the search warrant to look at it.
But the exterior, yes, correct?
The exterior, there was several bullet strikes, holes, gunshots along the passenger, or along the driver's side.
Got it.
Rear driver's side.
Were you present during the search at the TPD property area?
For his vehicle?
Yes.
For Willie Brown's vehicle? No, I was not present. Detective Hill and I believe Detective Alverson conducted that.
There were no bullet strikes to the windshield of that vehicle, were they?
I'd have to look at the photos. If you have them, I'll take a look.
I'd like to show you what's been admitted as States 1DW and ask you if this helps you give me the answer to that question. Okay, doesn't look like it's any better. Do you see anything on that windshield that indicates a projectile strike?
It doesn't appear to be, no.
And the Lorenzo's garage video clearly shows that vehicle 1 was about a car length or so ahead of the victim's vehicle when that first set of gunshots, that gunfire erupts, correct?
No.
No what?
You're saying vehicle 1 was past the victim's vehicle when the
Yes.
first shot?
Yes.
No, that does not show that. There's
Okay,
muzzle flashes
so-
on coming
well-
from the passenger side while Willie Brown's vehicle's still moving.
You're talking about by way of
Lorenzo's garage
you
video.
seeing what you believe are muzzle flashes?
Yes, you could see it.
So your testimony is that vehicle 1 was side by side with the victim's vehicle when you saw muzzle flash?
It was coming up. We could play the video, and I'd be glad to go through it with you.
Billy?
And I usually use a VLC player, which is, I'm able to go frame by frame on it.
And while they set up that video, let's talk about it because it is surveillance video, not only from the gas station where the victim's mother and uncle were lost. They were trying to figure out where to go, and when they left that gas station is when 3 cars ultimately followed them. Prosecution says this car was targeted. They were hunted. Even if the prosecution said they don't know each other, they still had the intent to kill whoever was in the car, even if this was mistaken identity. Let's watch.
And your investigation of this case, that vehicle number 1, when you allege there to be muzzle flash, is not ahead of the victim's vehicle. That would be your testimony here this morning.
When there is muzzle flashes coming from the Lorenzo's video, Willie Brown's vehicle is further west, and Zvante Sampson's vehicle is further east of it, behind it. On the video, when the video starts playing there, with a little clip, we can go to the times if you
So
want.
further west, meaning that they're not next to each other, correct?
On the video, we'll play, I'd love to show you the video. We'll play the entirety of the video, and I can show you and point exactly where you can see the muzzle flashes.
And you
And when
allege
we
to
can see
hear
the location.
you allege to hear audio, correct? That has muzzle, that has
Audio
gunshots.
from Power Electric has audio, clear audio, and during that Power Electric video, it coincides with muzzle flashes.
Well, Willie
Coming
Brown
from-
indicates that the vehicle is ahead of him, correct?
He said the vehicle, go back to listen to his testimony, go back and listen to the recording, but he says that there was a car coming up behind him, and he heard gunshots coming up, and the vehicle ends up passing him.
He doesn't, you don't recall him saying that the vehicle was ahead of him when he hears these gunshots?
No.
And the vehicle, victim's vehicle, during the course of your investigation, has a projectile strike into the back driver window, correct?
If you show me the photo, take a look.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your answer.
I say if you just show me the photo, I'll take a look, but I believe that there was one through the rear driver's side.
I'm going to show you what has been admitted as states 1DY and ask you if you have seen and recognized this still photograph.
Yes.
Okay. And is that the projectile strike into the back passenger window of the vehicle?
Yeah, it could be possibly two.
I'm sorry?
It could possibly be two strikes, right?
Well, if you recall, I see it. If you recall that particular bottom strike, that hit the framework of the bottom of that window, correct?
I'd have to defer to Detective Albertson and Hill, but yes, it appears to hit the bottom of the frame.
Okay. And do you know whether or not there was fragments found in that particular
I know that there was fragments inside the vehicle, yes.
But not as it relates to the frame and not as it relates directly to that bottom strike?
I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to defer to Albertson.
But you agree that there is a strike in the middle portion of that back window, correct?
Talking about this strike right here?
Yes.
Yes.
And as you continue to inspect and look at the vehicle, I'm going to show you what's been admitted as states 1EL. This would be the back passenger window of that same vehicle, correct?
I'm not 100% sure.
Well, if you look at the orientation of the car and the way it's facing, it would be the back window, correct? Of the passenger side.
Attorney's approach.
The defense trying to delineate which bullet caused what hole and what car it came from. We'll get you back in for more of that cross-examination after this quick break. We're also continuing to monitor that manhunt happening out west for the person who killed activist Charlie Kirk. There was a press conference that was scheduled for 2:45. It was supposed to start in about 15 minutes, but we learned moments ago that it's been suspended because they're waiting on new developments. So once those developments are available, we will share that here live. Plus, we're in a verdict watch there where the jury is still deliberating the fate of Samantha Krebs in Wisconsin. We will take you there once we get a verdict. We had a question not too long ago. We'll see if they have another or if they've reached a decision. Stay with us. You're watching Court TV, your front row seat to justice. Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Julia Janae. Thank you for following along with us. Court TV is in Florida this hour where 5 men are on trial for the murder of a 4-year-old girl. Prosecutors say that Suni Bell was riding in the back seat of a car with her mother and uncle when 3 cars pulled up and opened fire. 40 shots rang out. The mother and uncle survived, but Suni was killed. All 5 defendants are being tried at the same time on the same charges: first-degree murder and a second count of attempted murder. Let's go back inside of the courtroom now. We're listening to an attorney for one of the defendants questioning the lead investigator on cross-examination.
Detective, let's do a reset here. Just so we're clear on these pictures, I'm going to re-show you 1DY.
Okay.
1DY is the bullet strike that's in the middle-ish portion of that back window, which is the back driver's side window, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And re-showing you which is going to be (1EB) This is going to be what would appear to be a corresponding strike to the back passenger side window, correct?
Appears to be.
And that would indicate to you potentially, since there's one strike on the driver's side window and one strike on the passenger side window, this very well may be a through and through shot from one side of the vehicle through the other. Since there's only one of each.
The driver's side rear window, you said?
That's correct.
Yes.